One name that is not on that list is R.J. Davis. David, a few years ago, it was Garrison Brooks that was the preseason ACC Player of the Year for North Carolina, who did not have the senior season that people projected him to have. Do you think that same fate is coming in for R.J. Davis here? And Coach, after David weighs in, I'd like you to chip in as well.
Yeah, time will tell, Mike. It's hard to know. I mentioned the chemistry among the UNC guards a little while ago, and that's going to be important, right? They have to find a way to work better together. Last year, when RJ put together that ACC Player of the Year, first team All-American season, we saw the contrast between RJ on the court with Elliot Cadeau, RJ on the court without Elliot Cadeau. So it was not mere coincidence that his with Cadeau numbers were phenomenally better. 3-point shooting percentage, 2-point shooting percentage, all of his efficiency numbers just way better with Elliot Cadeau out there. Why? Well, RJ had some of the ball handling duties taken off of his shoulder. RJ had a true point guard feeding him the ball where he likes it. RJ, of course, last year also had Armando Bacot down low, taking a lot of the pressure off of him. RJ is still an All-ACC candidate. I don't want anybody to be misled here. There's 15 slots on the All-ACC team, and of course, he would be on our 15-man team. He'd probably be on my second-man team. Hunter Salas of Wake Forest is another guy that did not make our first 6 picks. He's absolutely, positively an All-ACC player, and if someone put Hunter or RJ in their top 6, it's not like you're crazy. But RJ's numbers are so dramatically far down right now. He's just not at all an efficient basketball player. He still has a good assist-to-turnover ratio. He's still an excellent free throw shooter. But man, he's below 30% from three-point land, and that just has to change. Maybe it's chemistry related. Maybe RJ has lost some of his confidence. Maybe psychology is coming into play here, but RJ Davis, you knew he was not going to be able to shoot quite as well without Bacot protecting him, but to go from, 40% almost three-point shooter to 28%, that's a catastrophic fall. There's still time to change that around. But again, RJ Davis is an All-ACC player. He's just not the elite player that he was at Carolina a year ago. And as Coach nominated Ian Jackson earlier, there are some coaches and fans and players that would tell you that R.J. Davis is not even the best player on his own team right now, much less one of the best players in America.
And if you're looking at numbers and stats and don't have the ability to watch every single Carolina game, 3 things stand out to me as far as R.J. is concerned. And obviously we know about his prowess as far back as last year, first team All-American, obviously now coming back for another year at Carolina, which everybody, celebrated for a lot of different reasons. Cooper Flagg, as we mentioned, just shot 17 free throws and scoring 42 points, made 16 of them. RJ has only shot more than 7 free throws in a game on 3 occasions, and in those 3 occasions, he scored 26, 29, and 30 points. It is not a coincidence. He's an attacking guard. Yes, he can make shots. Yes, he's got a propensity, but there's something I think that Hubert needs to unlock here is you can't make a guy go to the free throw line. You can't make the other team necessarily, foul you, but you can put them in positions. We talked about this earlier. This is, I think, a little bit where RJ is suffering from not having the traditional cadre of 4 and 5 men, or even just 2 big 5 men at his disposal to set screens for him, to rebound, to kick out, to put pressure on, defenses attacking the basket where RJ can kind of go off backs and get to the lane. I think if you're going to be RJ Davis and have a bump up in your success and your efficiency, it's going to have to start at the free throw line. How am I going to get myself to the free throw line? There's a lot of things that come from that as a coach. One, it's the only shot in the game that is the same no matter what, where, when, or how. Just the circumstances change. But if you're a good shooter, those circumstances don't affect you at all. You can control that more than anything else. I think the impetus is on Hubert and staff to figure out how can we get RJ in more of an attacking position to put more pressure on the defense against us. This should, in theory, turn him into more of a traditional point guard to maybe get Ian some shots, to get some of those dump-offs to Washington at the rim, to kind of free up Cadeau, to get downhill off secondary drives. I think they kind of got to get back to put a focus on RJ being in an attack mode. And if he look, NC State game is what it is. It's the first time all season outside of the Auburn game, which obviously they lost, and he was 1 for 1. He shot no free throws against an NC State team that can be erratic and physical. It wasn't like, yeah, it was an up and down game. It wasn't like it was this free flowing NBA game with 75 threes in it. It was a pretty physical game by all accounts. He shot no free throws. I think that's the first place you start if you're Hubert having a conversation with RJ is we got to get you back to the line. It puts points on the board. It builds confidence for you. It helps our team. And by and large, it puts the other guys in a position where now they can feed off of you as we've done so much in the past. So a lot to unpack there if you're RJ, and you never really know what else is going on, especially in this day and age. All the factors that can come in. And I would think RJ being a fifth-year guy and having gone through and seen what Baycott did last year, what he's doing now in terms of exterior activities, that he can balance them properly and efficiently so that it doesn't cost the heels. But they're still in a good position, still 4-1, still have a chance to make the tournament. But a lot of it's going to be predicated on whether RJ can take this re-step back up that we're accustomed to seeing him do so often.
The Lawson Insurance Group in Raleigh is a family-owned business led by 3 actual brothers who happen to be huge sports fans: Ken Lawson, Miller Lawson, and Michael Lawson. I know these guys, I trust these guys, and I send these guys my own insurance business and that of my family. The next time you have insurance needs, I hope you'll do the same. The Lawson Insurance Group is known for its commitment to community and its dedication to ensuring that North Carolinians and their businesses are prepared for life's inevitable challenges, with the reminder that as a high street insurance partner, Lawson Insurance Group offers local expertise and support that, combined with High Street's extensive national resources, means more choice and support for you as their client. To learn more, search Lawson Insurance Group online. The Lawson Insurance website will be the first link that pops up.